Ability. The skill or power to do something. She has the ability to learn languages quickly. Accident. Something bad that happens without being planned. He was injured in a car accident. Account. A record of money or a service you use online. Do you have an account on this website? Achievement. Something you have done successfully after effort. Winning the award was a great achievement. Action. Something you do to make something happen. We need to take action immediately. Activity. Something you do for enjoyment or a purpose. What activities do you enjoy in your free time? Address. The details of where someone lives or works. Can I have your email address? Advantage. Something that helps you more than others. Speaking 2 languages is a big advantage. Advice. Suggestions about what someone should do. Can you give me some advice? Age. How old someone or something is. What age do you have to be to vote? Agreement. When 2 or more people have the same opinion or decision. We finally reached an agreement. Aim. The thing you are trying to achieve. My aim is to become a doctor. Air. The mixture of gases we breathe. The air in the mountains is so fresh. Amount. How much of something there is. I drink a small amount of coffee every day. Animal. A living creature that is not a plant or human. What is your favorite animal? Answer. Something you say or write in response to a question. Do you know the answer? Appearance. The way someone or something looks. First impressions are based on appearance. Area. A part of a place or a subject. Which area of the city do you live in? Argument. A disagreement between people using words. They had a big argument about money. Article. A piece of writing in a newspaper or magazine. Did you read the article about climate change? Attention. The act of watching or listening carefully. Can I have your attention, please? Attitude. The way you think and feel about something. She has a very positive attitude. Audience. A group of people watching or listening to something. The audience loved the performance. Author. A person who writes books or articles. Who is your favorite author? Award. A prize given to someone for doing something well. She won an award for her research. Background. A person's education and experience or what is behind something. Tell me about your educational background. Balance. An equal distribution of weight or importance. It is important to have a balance between work and life. Bank. A place where people keep their money. I need to go to the bank today. Barrier. Something that prevents progress or movement. Language can be a barrier to communication. Basis. The main reason or starting point for something. What is the basis of your argument? Behavior. The way a person or animal acts. His behavior at the party was unacceptable. Benefit. An advantage or something good you get from something. What are the benefits of exercise? Bill. A document showing how much you owe. Can we get the bill, please? Body. The physical structure of a person or animal. Exercise is good for your body and mind. Book. A written work published in printed or digital form. I am reading a really good book right now. Border. The line between 2 countries or areas. We crossed the border early in the morning. Bottle. A container for liquids usually made of glass or plastic. Can I have a bottle of water, please? Brain. The organ inside your head that controls your body. Exercise is good for your brain. Branch. A part of a tree or a division of a company. Our company has a branch in London. Brand. The name or symbol of a product or company. What brand of phone do you use? Break. A short period of rest from work or activity. Let us take a break for 10 minutes. Breath. The air you take into and let out of your lungs. Take a deep breath and relax. Budget. The amount of money available for spending. We need to stay within our budget. Building. A structure with walls and a roof. That is a beautiful old building. Business. A company or the activity of buying and selling. She runs her own business. Campaign. A series of actions to achieve a goal. The charity launched a new campaign. Candidate. A person applying for a job or election. There are 3 candidates for the position. Capital. The city where a country's government is or money used to start a business. What is the capital of Australia? Career. The job or series of jobs you do in your life. She has had a very successful career. Category. A group of things with similar features. Which category does this product belong to? Cause. The reason something happens. What was the cause of the accident? Challenge. Something difficult that requires effort. Learning a new language is a big challenge. Chance. An opportunity or the possibility of something happening. This is your chance to prove yourself. Change. The act of becoming different. Change is not always easy. Character. The qualities that make someone who they are or a person in a story. She has a very strong character. Chart. A diagram showing information. Can you look at this chart and tell me what you see? Choice. The act of selecting between options. It was a difficult choice to make. Citizen. A person who belongs to a country. Every citizen has rights and responsibilities. City. A large and important town. Which city do you live in? Class. A group of students or a level of quality. What class do you have first thing in the morning? Climate. The typical weather conditions of an area. The climate here is very mild. Colleague. A person you work with. I went to lunch with my colleagues today. Collection. A group of things gathered together. She has a large collection of vintage books. College. A place where people study after high school. Did you go to college? Comment. Something you say or write about something. Do you have any comments on my work? Community. A group of people living in the same area or sharing interests. She is very active in her local community. Company. A business organization or being with other people. Which company do you work for? Competition. An event where people try to win or the activity of competing. The competition was really tough this year. Complaint. A statement that something is wrong or unsatisfactory. I would like to make a complaint about my order. Concept. An idea or general understanding of something. This is a difficult concept to explain. Concern. A feeling of worry or something that is important to you. My main concern is the safety of the team. Condition. The state something or someone is in. The car is in perfect condition. Conference. A large meeting for people with a shared interest. She is attending a conference in New York. Confidence. The feeling that you can trust yourself or others. You need more confidence in yourself. Conflict. A serious disagreement or fight. There was a conflict between the 2 departments. Connection. A link between 2 things or people. There is a strong connection between diet and health. Consequence. A result of an action or event. Think about the consequences before you decide. Contact. Communication with someone or touching something. I lost contact with her after she moved. Content. The information or material in something. The content of the presentation was very informative. Context. The situation in which something happens. You need to understand the context of the sentence. Contract. A written agreement between two or more people. Please read the contract before signing. Contribution. Something you give or do to help something succeed. Thank you for your contribution to the project. Control. The power to direct something. She has full control of the situation. Conversation. A talk between two or more people. We had a long conversation about our plans. Cost. The amount of money needed to buy or do something. What is the cost of the course? Country. A nation with its own government. Which country do you come from? Courage. The ability to do something even when you are afraid. It takes courage to speak in public. Course. A series of lessons or a path. I am taking an online course in photography. Crisis. A time of great danger or difficulty. The company is facing a financial crisis. Crowd. A large group of people in one place. There was a huge crowd at the concert. Culture. The beliefs, customs, and arts of a society. I love learning about different cultures. Customer. A person who buys goods or services. The customer is always right. Damage. Harm caused to something. The storm caused a lot of damage. Data. Facts and information used for analysis. We need more data before making a decision. Date. A specific day or a social meeting with someone. What is today's date? Deadline. The latest time by which something must be done. The deadline for the report is Friday. Deal. An agreement or arrangement. We made a great deal on the new car. Death. The end of life. The death of a loved one is always difficult. Decision. A choice you make after thinking. Have you made a decision yet? Demand. A strong request or the need for something. There is a high demand for this product. Description. A statement that tells you what something is like. Can you give me a description of what happened? Design. The way something looks or a plan for making something. I love the design of this building. Detail. A small piece of information about something. Please give me more details about the job. Development. The process of growing or becoming more advanced. The development of technology has changed our lives. Difference. The way two things are not the same. What is the difference between these two options? Difficulty. Something that is hard to do or deal with. She had some difficulty understanding the instructions. Direction. The way you move or point toward somewhere. Can you give me directions to the station? Discussion. A conversation about a topic. We had a long discussion about the project. Disease. An illness that affects the body or mind. Heart disease is very common. Distance. The amount of space between two places. What is the distance between Seoul and Busan? Doubt. A feeling of not being sure about something. I have some doubts about this plan. Dream. Images or thoughts in your mind while sleeping or a strong hope. What is your dream job? Drug. A medicine or an illegal substance. Always take the drug as prescribed. Duty. Something you are expected or required to do. It is your duty to be honest. Economy. The system of money and trade in a country. The economy is growing steadily. Education. The process of learning and being taught. Education is the key to a better future. Effect. A change that happens because of something. What effect does stress have on your body? Effort. The energy you use to do something. You need to put more effort into your work. Election. An event where people vote to choose a leader. When is the next election? Element. A basic part of something. Trust is an important element of any relationship. Emotion. A strong feeling such as happiness or fear. She found it hard to control her emotions. Employee. A person who works for someone else. The company has over 500 employees. Employer. A person or organization that pays people to work. My employer offers great benefits. Energy. The power to do work or be active. I do not have enough energy today. Environment. The natural world or the conditions around you. We must protect the environment. Error. A mistake. There is an error in your calculation. Event. Something that happens, especially something important. The event was a great success. Evidence. Facts or information that prove something. Is there any evidence to support that claim? Exam. A formal test of knowledge or skill. I have a big exam tomorrow. Example. Something that shows what other things are like. Can you give me an example? Experience. Something you have done or lived through or the knowledge you gain. Do you have any work experience? Experiment. A scientific test to find out something. They conducted an experiment in the lab. Expert. A person with a lot of knowledge about a subject. She is an expert in her field. Explanation. A statement that makes something clear. Can you give me an explanation for this? Fact. Something that is true and can be proven. Let us focus on the facts. Factor. Something that influences a result. Price is an important factor when buying a house. Failure. Not achieving what you wanted. Failure is part of the learning process. Family. A group of people related to each other. Family is the most important thing to me. Feature. An important or noticeable part of something. What are the main features of this phone? Feeling. An emotion or physical sensation. I have a feeling something good is going to happen. Field. An area of study or work or an open area of land. What field do you work in? Figure. A number or a person's shape or an important person. The sales figures look great this month. Film. A movie or a thin layer of something. Have you seen any good films recently? Finance. The management of money. She works in finance at a big company. Flight. A journey by plane or the act of flying. My flight leaves at 6 in the morning. Floor. The surface you walk on inside a building. The keys are on the floor. Focus. The center of attention or interest. What is the main focus of your research? Food. Things you eat to stay alive and healthy. What is your favorite type of food? Force. Power or strength used to make something happen. The wind blew with great force. Form. A document you fill in or the shape of something. Please fill in this form. Fortune. A large amount of money or luck. She made a fortune selling her business. Foundation. The base on which something is built or started. Trust is the foundation of a good relationship. Freedom. The right to do or say what you want. Freedom of speech is very important. Friend. A person you know and like very much. She is my best friend. Function. The purpose or role of something. What is the function of this button? Fund. Money collected for a specific purpose. They set up a fund to help the victims. Future. The time that has not happened yet. Nobody knows what the future holds. Gap. A space or difference between two things. There is a big gap between rich and poor. Goal. Something you are trying to achieve. My goal is to travel to every continent. Government. The group of people who control a country. The government announced new policies. Grade. A mark given for schoolwork or a level of quality. She got top grades in all her subjects. Group. A number of people or things together. We worked in groups of 4. Growth. The process of increasing in size or success. The company has seen rapid growth this year. Guest. A person who is invited to a place or event. We have a special guest tonight. Guide. A person who shows others the way or a book with information. The tour guide was very knowledgeable. Habit. Something you do regularly without thinking. Reading before bed is a good habit. Happiness. The feeling of being happy and content. Money cannot buy happiness. Harm. Damage or injury caused to someone or something. Smoking can cause serious harm to your health. Health. The condition of your body and mind. Your health should always come first. Heart. The organ that pumps blood or the center of emotions. Exercise is good for your heart. Help. Support given to someone who needs it. Thank you so much for your help. History. The study of past events. She has always been interested in history. Home. The place where you live. There is no place like home. Hope. A feeling that something good will happen. I have hope that things will get better. Hotel. A building where people pay to stay overnight. We stayed at a beautiful hotel by the beach. Hour. A period of 60 minutes. The meeting lasted about an hour. Idea. A thought or suggestion. That is a great idea. Identity. Who someone is or the qualities that make them unique. Cultural identity is very important to many people. Image. A picture or the way something appears to others. The company needs to improve its public image. Impact. A strong effect on someone or something. Social media has a big impact on young people. Income. Money received regularly from work or investments. Her income has increased significantly this year. Industry. A type of business or all the businesses of one type. She works in the fashion industry. Information. Facts or knowledge about something. Do you have any information about the event? Injury. Physical harm done to the body. He suffered a serious injury during the game. Input. Information or ideas put into something. I would love your input on this project. Institution. An organization with an important social purpose. He studied at a prestigious institution. Instruction. Information about how to do something. Follow the instructions carefully. Interest. A feeling of wanting to know more or money paid on a loan. She has a strong interest in music. Interview. A formal meeting where someone is asked questions. I have a job interview tomorrow. Investment. Money put into something to make a profit. Property is a good long-term investment. Issue. An important topic or a problem. We need to discuss this issue seriously. Job. Work you do regularly to earn money. Do you enjoy your job? Journey. Traveling from one place to another. The journey took about 3 hours. Judgment. The ability to make good decisions or an opinion. Use your own judgment in this situation. Key. A metal object used to open a lock or something very important. Have you seen my keys? Knowledge. Information and understanding you have about something. Knowledge is power. Lack. The absence of something that is needed. There is a lack of communication in this team. Language. A system of communication used by a group of people. How many languages do you speak? Law. A rule made by a government that everyone must follow. Everyone must obey the law. Leader. A person who is in charge of a group. She is a natural leader. Leadership. The ability to guide and inspire others. Good leadership is essential for a successful team. Lesson. A period of time when you are taught something. I have an English lesson every Tuesday. Level. The height or amount of something or a stage of difficulty. What level are you at in this game? Lifestyle. The way a person lives. She leads a very healthy lifestyle. Limit. The point beyond which something cannot go. There is a time limit for this task. Link. A connection between two things or a website address. Can you send me the link to the article? Location. The place where something is. What is the location of the nearest pharmacy? Loss. The fact of no longer having something. The loss of a job can be very stressful. Luck. Good things that happen by chance. Wish me luck on my exam. Market. A place where things are bought and sold. The market opens at 8 in the morning. Material. The substance something is made from or information used for a purpose. What material is this jacket made of? Matter. A subject or situation or physical substance. This is a serious matter. Meaning. What a word or action represents. What is the meaning of this word? Media. The means of communicating information to large numbers of people. The media has a big influence on public opinion. Meeting. A gathering of people to discuss something. I have 3 meetings today. Memory. The ability to remember things or something you remember. She has an excellent memory. Message. A piece of information sent to someone. Did you get my message? Method. A way of doing something. What method do you use to study vocabulary? Mind. The part of you that thinks and feels. Keep an open mind when meeting new people. Mistake. Something done incorrectly. Everyone makes mistakes. Model. A person who wears clothes for photos or a small copy of something. She works as a fashion model. Moment. A very short period of time. Can I have a moment of your time? Money. Coins and notes used to buy things. Money is not everything. Mood. The way you feel at a particular time. She is in a great mood today. Motivation. The reason you want to do something. What is your motivation for learning English? Movement. The act of moving or a group working toward a goal. The civil rights movement changed history. Nature. The physical world including plants, animals and land. I love spending time in nature. Need. Something you must have. Food and water are basic human needs. Network. A system of connected people or things. She has a strong professional network. News. Information about recent events. Have you heard the latest news? Noise. A loud or unpleasant sound. There is so much noise outside. Note. A short written message or a single musical sound. Can you take notes during the meeting? Notice. A written announcement or becoming aware of something. Did you see the notice on the board? Number. A symbol representing an amount. What is your phone number? Object. A physical thing or the aim of something. What is the object of this exercise? Objective. A goal you are trying to achieve. Our main objective is to increase sales. Observation. The act of watching something carefully. She made an interesting observation. Obstacle. Something that makes progress difficult. Fear is the biggest obstacle to success. Office. A room or building where people work. She works in an office downtown. Opinion. What you think or believe about something. What is your opinion on this topic? Opportunity. A chance to do something. This is a great opportunity for you. Option. Something you can choose. You have two options here. Order. A request for something or a particular arrangement. Can I take your order? Organization. A group of people working together for a purpose. She works for a non-profit organization. Outcome. The result of an action or event. What was the outcome of the meeting? Output. The amount produced or the result of a process. The factory increased its output this year. Ownership. The fact of owning something. Home ownership is a dream for many people. Pain. A feeling of physical or emotional hurt. She was in a lot of pain after the injury. Paper. A thin flat material used for writing or a newspaper. Can I have a piece of paper? Paragraph. A section of writing starting on a new line. Write a short paragraph about yourself. Part. A piece of something larger. Which part of the movie did you like best? Partner. A person you work with or share your life with. She is my business partner. Passion. A very strong feeling of love or enthusiasm. He has a passion for music. Path. A way to reach something or a track to walk on. Follow the path to the top of the hill. Pattern. A repeated design or a way things regularly happen. I noticed a pattern in his behavior. Payment. Money given in exchange for goods or services. When is the payment due? Peace. A state without war or conflict or a feeling of calm. All we want is peace. Performance. How well someone does something or an entertainment show. Her performance in the play was outstanding. Period. A length of time or a punctuation mark. This was a difficult period in her life. Permission. The right given to someone to do something. Do I need permission to use this photo? Person. An individual human being. She is a very kind person. Perspective. A way of thinking about something from a particular point of view. Try to see things from a different perspective. Place. A particular area or position. This is my favorite place in the city. Plan. A decision about what you will do. What is your plan for the weekend? Point. The main idea or purpose of something or a sharp tip. What is the point of this exercise? Policy. A set of rules or plans made by a government or organization. The company has a strict no smoking policy. Population. The number of people living in a place. The population of this city is over 10 million. Position. The place where something is or a job. She applied for a management position. Possibility. Something that might happen or be true. There is a possibility of rain tomorrow. Power. The ability to control or influence people or things. Knowledge is power. Practice. Doing something regularly to improve or what is usually done. Practice makes perfect. Pressure. A force pushing against something or a feeling of stress. She works well under pressure. Price. The amount of money something costs. What is the price of this item? Pride. A feeling of satisfaction in what you have done. She takes great pride in her work. Priority. Something more important than other things. Family is my top priority. Problem. Something difficult that needs to be solved. We have a serious problem. Process. A series of steps to achieve something. The application process takes about 2 weeks. Product. Something made to be sold. They launched a new product last month. Profit. Money made after costs are paid. The company made a large profit this year. Progress. Movement toward a better situation. She is making great progress in her studies. Project. A planned piece of work with a specific goal. We are working on a big project right now. Proof. Evidence that something is true. Do you have any proof of purchase? Property. Something owned by someone or a building and land. She owns several properties in the city. Proportion. The relationship between the sizes of two things. The proportion of women in leadership is increasing. Proposal. A plan or suggestion formally put forward. He submitted a proposal for the new project. Protection. Keeping someone or something safe from harm. Sunscreen provides protection from UV rays. Purpose. The reason something exists or is done. What is the purpose of this meeting? Quality. How good something is or a characteristic of something. I always choose quality over quantity. Quantity. The amount or number of something. We need a large quantity of paper for the printer. Question. A sentence asking for information. Do you have any questions? Reaction. A response to something that has happened. What was her reaction to the news? Reality. The true state of things as they actually exist. You need to face reality. Reason. The cause or explanation for something. What is the reason for your absence? Relationship. The way two people or things are connected. She has a great relationship with her colleagues. Relief. A feeling of happiness that something bad has not happened. What a relief that everyone is safe. Reputation. The opinion people have of someone or something. She has an excellent reputation in her field. Research. Careful study to find new information. She is doing research on climate change. Resource. Something useful that can be used. Time is our most valuable resource. Response. An answer or reaction to something. I am still waiting for a response to my email. Responsibility. Something you are expected to do or take care of. It is your responsibility to submit the work on time. Result. What happens because of something? The result of the exam will be announced tomorrow. Review. An examination of something or a written opinion. Have you read the reviews for this restaurant? Reward. Something given in return for good work or behavior. Hard work always brings its own reward. Right. Something you are morally or legally allowed to do. Everyone has the right to be treated fairly. Risk. The possibility that something bad will happen. There is always a risk involved in investing. Role. The position or function someone has. What is your role in the project? Routine. A regular way of doing things. She follows a strict morning routine. Rule. A statement about what is allowed or not allowed. Please follow the rules. Safety. The state of being protected from danger or harm. Safety is our top priority on this site. Salary. The money you earn regularly from your job. She negotiated a higher salary. Sample. A small amount of something that shows what the rest is like. Can I try a sample before I buy? Satisfaction. The feeling of pleasure when you get what you wanted. Customer satisfaction is very important to us. Schedule. A plan of when things will happen. Can you check my schedule for tomorrow? School. A place where children go to learn. What school did you go to? Science. The study of the natural world through observation and experiment. She has always loved science. Section. A separate part of something. Please read the first section of the report. Security. The state of being safe or protection from danger. Airport security has become very strict. Service. Help provided by a business or person. The service at this restaurant is excellent. Session. A period of time used for a particular activity. We have a training session this afternoon. Shape. The form or outline of something. What shape is the table? Shortage. A situation where there is not enough of something. There is a shortage of workers in this industry. Sign. A board with information or something that shows something else. Follow the signs to the exit. Signal. A movement or sound used to communicate something. The teacher gave us a signal to stop. Situation. The circumstances or conditions at a particular time. We are in a very difficult situation. Size. How big or small something is. What size shoes do you wear? Skill. The ability to do something well from training or experience. Communication is an essential skill. Society. People living together in an organized community. We all have a role to play in society. Solution. A way of solving a problem. We need to find a solution as soon as possible. Source. The place something comes from. What is the source of this information? Space. An empty area or the universe beyond Earth. Is there enough space for everyone? Speed. How fast something moves or happens. The speed of the internet here is very slow. Sport. A physical activity done for fun or competition. What is your favorite sport? Stage. A step in a process or a raised platform for performers. We are at the final stage of the project. Standard. A level of quality that is considered acceptable. We maintain very high standards. Statement. Something you say or write officially. Please make a statement about what happened. Strategy. A plan to achieve a goal. We need a better marketing strategy. Strength. Physical or mental power or a good quality. Her greatest strength is her determination. Stress. A feeling of worry caused by difficult situations. Work stress can affect your health. Structure. The way something is built or organized. The structure of this essay needs improvement. Student. A person who is studying at a school or university. She is an excellent student. Subject. A topic of study or discussion. What is your favorite subject at school? Success. Achieving what you wanted to achieve. Success comes from hard work and dedication. Suggestion. An idea or plan put forward for others to consider. Do you have any suggestions? Support. Help given to someone or something. Thank you for your support. Surface. The top or outside layer of something. The surface of the table is scratched. Surprise. Something unexpected that happens. What a lovely surprise. Survey. A set of questions asked to gather information. Can you fill in this survey? Symbol. Something that represents something else. The dove is a symbol of peace. System. A set of connected things working together. The new system is much more efficient. Talent. A natural ability to do something well. She has a real talent for painting. Task. A piece of work that needs to be done. I have a long list of tasks to complete today. Tax. Money paid to the government from income or purchases. How much tax do you pay each month? Team. A group of people working together toward a goal. She is a great team player. Technology. The use of science to create tools and solve problems. Technology is changing the way we work. Tension. A feeling of stress or worry between people or things. There was a lot of tension in the room. Term. A word or phrase or a fixed period of time. What does this term mean? Theme. The main subject or idea in something. What is the theme of this story? Theory. An idea used to explain something that has not been fully proven. Do you have a theory about what happened? Thought. An idea or opinion produced by thinking. Can I share a thought with you? Threat. A statement that you will harm someone or something dangerous. Climate change is a serious threat to our planet. Time. The ongoing sequence of events from past to future. Do you have time to talk? Title. The name of a book, film, or piece of music, or a person's rank. What is the title of your favorite book? Tool. An instrument used to do a job. A dictionary is a very useful tool for learning. Topic. A subject that you talk or write about. What topic are you writing about? Tradition. A custom passed down from generation to generation. It is a family tradition to eat together on Sundays. Training. The process of learning skills for a job or activity. She is doing on-the-job training this week. Transport. A system for moving people or goods from one place to another. Public transport in this city is excellent. Travel. The activity of going from one place to another. Travel is one of my greatest passions. Trend. A general direction in which something is changing or developing. What are the latest trends in fashion? Trust. The belief that someone is honest and reliable. Trust takes time to build. Truth. The real facts about something. Always tell the truth. Type. A group of things with similar qualities. What type of music do you like? Understanding. Knowledge about something or a friendly agreement. She has a deep understanding of the subject. Update. New information about something or making something more modern. Can you give me an update on the project? Value. How important or useful something is or the price of something. I believe in the value of hard work. Variety. A number of different types of something. This shop sells a wide variety of products. Version. A form of something that is slightly different from others. Which version of the software are you using? View. What you can see from a place or your opinion about something. The view from the top was breathtaking. Violence. Behavior that hurts people physically. Violence is never the answer. Vision. The ability to see or a plan for the future. She has a clear vision for the company. Voice. The sound you make when you speak or sing. She has a beautiful singing voice. Volume. The amount of space something takes up or how loud a sound is. Can you turn down the volume, please? Wage. Money paid to someone for their work, usually by the hour. The minimum wage has increased this year. Waste. Using something carelessly or material that is no longer needed. Do not waste food. Wealth. A large amount of money or valuable possessions. He built his wealth through hard work. Weather. The conditions outside such as rain, sun, or wind. What is the weather like today? Weight. How heavy something or someone is. She has lost a lot of weight recently. Welfare. The health, happiness, and comfort of a person or group. The welfare of our employees is very important. Width. The measurement from one side of something to the other. What is the width of this table? Will. Determination to do something or a legal document about your possessions after death. Where there is a will, there is a way. Wisdom. The ability to make good decisions based on knowledge and experience. With age comes wisdom. Word. A single unit of language. What does this word mean? Work. The effort put into doing something or a job. She puts a lot of work into everything she does. Worry. A feeling of anxiety about something. My biggest worry is not having enough time. Worth. The value of something. This painting is worth a lot of money. Youth. The period of life when you are young or young people in general. She spent her youth traveling around the world. Zone. An area set apart for a particular purpose. This is a no parking zone. Ability. The power or skill to do something. Everyone has the ability to improve. Access. The right or opportunity to use something. Do you have access to the internet? Accommodation. A place where you live or stay temporarily. Have you arranged accommodation for the trip? Achievement. Something you have done successfully. Getting this job was a real achievement. Adaptation. The process of changing to suit new conditions. Adaptation is key to surviving change. Addiction. A strong need to keep doing or having something. Screen addiction is a growing problem. Administration. The process of managing an organization. She works in hospital administration. Adoption. The act of starting to use something or legally taking a child. The adoption process can take a long time. Advertising. The activity of promoting products or services. She works in advertising. Agenda. A list of things to be discussed at a meeting. What is on the agenda for today? Aid. Help or support given to someone. The country received international aid after the disaster. Alarm. A device that warns of danger or makes a loud sound. Set your alarm for 6 in the morning. Allowance. An amount of money given regularly for a specific purpose. Do you get a monthly allowance? Analysis. A careful examination of something to understand it better. The analysis of the data took several weeks. Anger. The strong feeling of being very annoyed. She tried to control her anger. Anxiety. A feeling of worry and nervousness. Many people experience anxiety before exams. Appeal. A request for something or something that attracts people. The idea has a lot of appeal. Appearance. The way something or someone looks. First impressions are often based on appearance. Application. A formal request or a program on a device. Have you submitted your application yet? Appointment. A planned meeting at a specific time. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Approach. A way of dealing with something. We need a fresh approach to this problem. Approval. Official agreement or a positive opinion. The plan needs management approval. Argument. A reason given to support or oppose something. She made a very strong argument. Aspect. One part or feature of something. We need to consider every aspect of the plan. Asset. Something valuable that a person or company owns. Her experience is a great asset to the team. Assignment. A task given to someone as part of their work or studies. Have you finished your assignment? Assistance. Help given to someone. Do you need any assistance? Association. A group of people with a shared interest or a connection between things. She is a member of a professional association. Atmosphere. The feeling of a place or the layer of gases around Earth. The restaurant has a wonderful atmosphere. Attachment. A feeling of affection or a file sent with an email. Please find the report in the attachment. Attitude. A way of thinking or feeling about something. Your attitude affects everything you do. Attraction. Something interesting that draws people or a feeling of liking someone. The main attraction of the city is its history. Awareness. Knowledge or understanding of something. We need to raise awareness about mental health. Belief. Something you think is true or real. She has a strong belief in hard work. Blame. Responsibility for something bad. Do not put all the blame on others. Bond. A strong connection between people or things. There is a special bond between siblings. Breakdown. A failure of something to work or an emotional collapse. The car had a breakdown on the highway. Breakthrough. An important discovery or development. Scientists made a major breakthrough in cancer research. Burden. Something heavy or difficult to carry or deal with. Do not let stress become a burden. Capability. The power or ability to do something. The team has the capability to succeed. Capacity. The maximum amount something can hold or a person's ability. The stadium has a capacity of 50,000. Celebration. An event or activity marking a special occasion. The celebration lasted all night. Charity. An organization that helps people in need or giving to others. She volunteers for a local charity. Circumstance. The conditions that affect a situation. Under the circumstances, she did very well. Claim. A statement that something is true or a request for money. He made a claim for damages. Commitment. A promise to do something or being dedicated to something. She showed great commitment to the project. Communication. The sharing of information between people. Good communication is key in any relationship. Competition. An event where people try to win or the activity of competing. The competition for jobs is very fierce. Complaint. A statement that something is wrong or unsatisfactory. She filed a formal complaint. Complexity. The state of being complicated or having many parts. The complexity of the situation surprised everyone. Component. A part of a larger whole. This is a key component of our strategy. Concentration. The ability to focus your attention on something. Good concentration is important when studying. Concept. A general idea or understanding of something. This is a difficult concept to grasp. Conclusion. The end of something or a decision reached after thinking. What conclusion did you reach? Consequence. A result or effect of an action. Think about the consequences of your actions. Consideration. Careful thought about something before deciding. Please give this serious consideration. Contribution. Something given or done to help achieve something. Everyone made a valuable contribution. Convenience. The quality of being easy and suitable. Online shopping offers great convenience. Cooperation. Working together to achieve a shared goal. The project was a success thanks to everyone's cooperation. Creativity. The ability to produce new and original ideas. Creativity is highly valued in this industry. Currency. The money used in a particular country. What is the local currency here? Deadline. The time by which something must be finished. The deadline is approaching fast. Dedication. Commitment and hard work towards something. Her dedication to her work is admirable. Delivery. The act of bringing something to a person or place. The delivery arrived this morning. Democracy. A system of government where people vote for their leaders. Democracy gives people a voice. Depression. A serious mental illness causing sadness or a period of economic decline. Depression is one of the most common mental health conditions. Destination. The place you are traveling to. What is your final destination? Determination. The quality of continuing to try even when it is difficult. Her determination helped her succeed. Diversity. A range of many different things or people. Diversity makes our team stronger. Documentary. A film or program about real events. Have you watched any good documentaries recently? Efficiency. Doing something well without wasting time or resources. We need to improve the efficiency of this process. Emergency. A sudden and dangerous situation requiring immediate action. Call an emergency number if you need help. Equality. The state of being equal in rights and opportunities. We must fight for equality. Equipment. The tools or machines needed for a particular activity. Do you have all the equipment you need? Exhibition. A public display of art or other items. Have you been to the new exhibition at the museum? Expectation. A belief that something will happen. She exceeded all expectations. Expertise. A high level of skill or knowledge in a field. We need someone with expertise in this area. Exploration. The act of traveling to discover new places or ideas. Space exploration has always fascinated me. Expression. A word or phrase or the act of showing a feeling. Her face showed an expression of surprise. Facility. A place or building used for a specific purpose. The sports facility is open 7 days a week. Feedback. Information about how well something has been done. Can you give me some feedback on my work? Flexibility. The ability to change easily or adapt to new situations. Flexibility is an important quality in employees. Generation. All the people born around the same time. Every generation faces its own challenges. Headline. The title of a newspaper article or the main news story. Did you see the headline this morning? Heritage. Traditions and history passed down through generations. This building is part of our cultural heritage. Highlight. The best or most important part of something. What was the highlight of your trip? Imagination. The ability to form new ideas or images in your mind. Children have a wonderful imagination. Improvement. The act of making something better. There is always room for improvement. Independence. The freedom to make your own decisions. She values her independence greatly. Individual. A single person considered separately from a group. Every individual has unique strengths. Influence. The power to affect someone or something. She has had a great influence on my life. Initiative. The ability to start things independently or a new plan. She always takes initiative at work. Innovation. A new idea or method that improves something. Innovation is at the heart of this company. Inspiration. Something that gives you new ideas or motivation. Nature is a great source of inspiration. Intelligence. The ability to learn, understand, and think clearly. Emotional intelligence is just as important as academic intelligence.